That damn Lu Jun! You've really caused a lot of trouble. William gnashed his teeth, filled with resentment. Lu Jun's betrayal not only implicated his sister but also brought disaster upon him. After all, Lu Jun had risen to the rank of deputy general in the city guard within just a few years, and William had played a significant role in helping him achieve that. Now, with this mess, even if he tried to clear his name, it would be like trying to wash mud off his pants. No one would believe him. Brothers! Follow me to capture the traitor! After learning about Lu Jun's escape route, William waved his hand and led his enforcement team away in a hurry. Having failed to capture General Lewis earlier, he was already derelict in his duties. Now, with his brother-in-law Lu Jun openly betraying them, his situation had worsened. If he didn't perform well this time and bring both rebels to justice, his career as the leader of the enforcement team would truly be over. After an extensive search, William successfully found the safe house where Lu Jun and his group had stayed. However, by the time they arrived, the safe house was already empty, with only a few blood-stained clothes left behind. Keep searching. Even if we have to dig 3 feet into the ground, bring them back to me. William, frustrated by yet another failure, angrily issued orders. The enforcement team, city guards, and various other forces all sprang into action, launching a carpet search centered around the safe house. Key points in the outer city were heavily reinforced with troops to prevent any further escapes. Meanwhile, inside the prince's mansion, Thorian stood in the courtyard, looking up at the sky, quietly enjoying the peaceful night. Not long ago, news of General Lewis forcefully breaking through the checkpoint had reached his ears. Without the effects of the 10 fragrant soft tendon powder, capturing him would be extremely difficult. Now, they could only rely on the Black Dragon guards and Shirchoning. Who's there? At that moment, Thorian's ears twitched as if he sensed something. He suddenly turned around, looking toward the roof behind him. There stood a man dressed in black. The man was tall and imposing, his aura restrained, and his face shrouded in shadow, making it impossible to see his features. Thorian grew wary, his hand instinctively reaching for the hidden weapon at his waist. Anyone who could sneak into the prince's mansion, bypassing all the guards and sentries, and appear beside him unnoticed was undoubtedly a formidable opponent. It's me! A familiar voice rang out. The man's figure flashed, disappearing from the roof and reappearing right in front of Thorian. At the same time, the shadow over his face dissipated, revealing a handsome face. It was Dustin, brother? Thorian was stunned for a moment before his face lit up with joy. When did you arrive? Why didn't you notify me in advance? I came as soon as I received your message. Dustin skipped the pleasantries and got straight to the point. What exactly happened? Chen Xavier just arrived in West Lacosia and hasn't offended anyone. How could he be murdered? It's like this. Thorian didn't hold back, explaining the entire situation in detail. From Chen Xavier's arrival at the mansion to the current citywide lockdown, he left nothing out. After listening, Dustin frowned slightly, his expression darkening. I didn't expect the officials in West Lacosia to have deteriorated to this extent. It's time for a thorough cleansing. I'm also to blame for Chen Xavier's death. If I had been more cautious and sent some people to protect him, perhaps the outcome would have been different. Thorian sighed softly. His brother had entrusted him with this task, and he had messed it up, leaving him feeling deeply guilty. This has nothing to do with you. It's those lawless people who are to blame. Dustin's eyes were icy. He had thought that after giving Thorian the heads up, Chen Xavier's trip would go smoothly. He never expected such a disaster to strike. General Lewis is powerful, and with someone aiding him, he's still on the run. Capturing him won't be easy. But I'll deploy all available resources to hunt him down. Even if I have to chase him to the ends of the earth, I'll bring him to justice. Thorian said solemnly. The royal city is vast, and searching for a Grand Master-level expert is like looking for a needle in a haystack. Instead of a wild goose chase, why not lure the snake out of its hole? Dustin suddenly suggested. Oh? Do you have a plan, brother? Thorian asked curiously. Where do you think General Lewis will go after escaping the royal city? Dustin countered. General Lewis has been in the royal city for years, and his relatives and friends are all within West Lacosia. Once he's out, There's no one he can turn to. Thorian pondered for a moment before replying. Going to Stonia would be too risky, and he'd still be within reach of our forces. The north is too far, and the climate there is completely different from West Lacosia. Given General Lewis's personality, he'd probably look for a relatively prosperous and safe place, somewhere our West Lacosia forces can't reach. At this point, Thorian suddenly realized. I see. His first choice would be to flee to the western country of Lighthaven. Exactly. Dustin nodded. The Pantheon in Lighthaven has a global presence, and undoubtedly has many spies within West Lacosia. If General Lewis expresses a desire to join them, the Pantheon would naturally welcome the allegiance of a martial arts grandmaster. Lighthaven and Dragon Marsh have always been adversaries, and it's not far from West Lacosia. From General Lewis's perspective, joining the Pantheon for protection would be the best choice when he's cornered.
And just can't accept it. This can't be the end yet. You promised to never leave, and now you're gone. Can't believe I can feel the world slipping away as you slowly fade from my everyday. You promised forever a love without end, but now I'm left broken, struggling to mend. I thought we were so tied, destined for a lifetime, love with no end, love with no end. Staying in my imagination, memorizing the past time, the secrets, the love, the care, now they're echoes in the air. I still see your face in every place, feel your warmth, your gentle grace, but now there's just an empty space, and I'm lost in this endless chase. Keeping you in my heart, a piece of you I'll never